I want to tell you about three things in this video. The first thing is how I use JSON Accelerator and made my task very easy. So this is a JSON file which I took it from the Postman, okay, copy pasted it over here, okay, and I generated models out of it. So if I create a new folder, let's say binding 4, so I have got all the values over here. All the values means all the models over here. So all the models are over here, the same thing. So these are the same things which I imported it onto my class, my project. You see over here, these files, BPI files, UR files, GB files, this is what I imported it over here. Okay, so this is a workaround. If you don't want to do some codable or you don't want to do some serialization, this could be an easy way, and it can take a lot of JSON files. That is the biggest thing. And the best thing is you just have to use the base class and you have to initiate it. And you have to just import Swifty Json as well, such that it will be able to import it. And if it is running, I think I will be able to show you the values also coming. So let me check how this value is exactly coming also over here. We have not attached any callbacks. Okay, so and just in a few seconds I'm going to tell you something more, that we have main storyboard where I am doing this. Yeah, so this is navigation file, this is top files. Okay, so this is where I am doing the best implementation of MVVM. See, this is my view controller. View controller will have an MVVM. So this is my MVVM, and this MVVM has the client, movie client, that is a networking client. So this is my first view, this is the MVVM, and this MVVM is hitting the movies, that is the networking layer. The networking layer will give the completion. Okay, this networking layer will give the completion back to the view model, and the view model will give the completion to the view controller. So let me illustrate by giving it a breakpoint. I think so we must have been in a breakpoint. Where are we? Yeah, so it hit this value view model first, and it wanted to fetch the movies. So let's see what happens after that. So these are my files, just which I copied it over here from the base class to this. Okay, after that, now see the sequence. The way I told you about the storyboard, let me go back to the storyboard. Okay, right now we are on the storyboard. So I told you that this view controller will first give a hit to the view model will give the hit to the movies client, and the movies client will give the hit back to the view model, and the view model will give the hit back to the view controller. That's how it is going to happen in the MVVM. So this completion is coming from movies client. Which movies client? This movies client. Now what exactly does it mean, movies client and all this? How am I doing this hacking thing? So see, somebody has to do injection in MVVM for things to work. Either you do it from the code or you do it in the UI, because at a point storyboard would be fired, and storyboard, once it is fired in your info.plist, it will be injecting it. So this is just a hacky way of creating MVVM. Okay, otherwise you would have done it on your own class. Okay, see, this is the view model which is inheriting from, if I remove this, see, NS object. Okay, and same thing about this. If I remove this, it is inheriting from NS object. So movies client. Okay, so the sequence goes from this to this to this. Now back this to this to this. This is what I'm going to illustrate you. Coming back over here, this is coming from the movies client. Okay, now the callback completion callback is hitting now the view models. The same thing that I told you about the view model. And next, the view model will hit it to the view controller. This is hitting to the view controller, and then it is reloading the table view. We're getting the values. So over here, guys, I wanted to say just three things. Let me clear it out. First thing, I showed you about the alternate way to create models using this JSON Accelerator. JSON Accelerator. Okay. Second, using the models, I just gave MVVM and I created it using storyboard. Thanks for watching.